My bold prediction, Venezuela is a trick. So you're wondering, why is this red? Well, listen to this whole video. You'll get the idea. Here's the thing. If we're going to listen to the lies from the red, we might as well be in the red. So let's talk. Venezuela and war. This is something that people are freaking out about and have tense ideas about, but I'm going to talk direct to the point. This is going to get as clear as you can understand it, baby. I'm going to give you a quick history lesson. First of all, back in June, what happened? We had no King's Day. And then what happened right after it? I might bomb Iran. Remember when he said that? I might bomb Iran. I'm going to bomb Iran. You know what? I bombed Iran. And they liked it. Let's make peace. That was all designed to get past the 5 million people who were protesting in the No King's Day. And plus, there was some other stuff that was going on, too, that he wanted us to ignore. Well, what would he want us to ignore right now? Oh, I don't know. Maybe the fact that there were 7 million people now at the No King's Day protest. But that's the least of it. What about the fact he wants us to ignore Epstein, which is about to open up, because sooner or later Mike Johnson has to open Congress. You can't just close Congress since September and decide, well, I'm not going to let anybody in. I'm not going to swear in the lady who I know is going to be the 218th signature. You just can't hold it off because the president says hold it off, because she's going to get those files released. There's no way to get away with it. The victim's attorneys are going to confirm those other files, and we're going to find out finally, what is this guy freaking out about hiding stuff, though we already know. Here's the other thing he's trying to cover up, the shutdown. The shutdown is one of the most cruelest things he's ever done. He's trying to take millions of people's subsidies and jack them up from an average of $800 to as high as $2,200. If they can't afford it, they don't have insurance. If they don't have insurance, some of which are going to die slowly, others are going to die fast. So what the Democrats are doing is saying, fuck it, we are going to hold the line for once. For once, Schumer and Jeffries aren't going to be a bunch of wussies with a P. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to do that. They're going to go after this guy and hold the line so they get some guarantee that they're not going to jack up the subsidies. And the Republicans thought they would fold by now because they folded before. But now we have climbed so far up the butts of Jeffries and Schumer and said, this is it, man. If y'all don't hold the line, we're going to freaking murder you. Not actually murder, but you know what I mean. It's over. Political suicide for them if they even think about negotiating anything other, because millions of people's lives are on the line. So now that they're holding that line, well, Republicans thought they'd be slick, come in and fire a bunch of people, terrorize people, but they forgot something important. You tried to fire and terrorize these people, kick them out. Well, guess what? They figured something out. They're like, wait a minute, you've already done this before. What's the worst you're going to do? We're going to hold the line because people's lives are on the line. On top of that, you're making a bunch of federal employees suffer. That's bad enough. But on top of that, you are going to mess with 40 million people's subsidies, SNAP benefits. And here's the thing, the majority of them that are hurt, the majority of them that need them are your very own constituents, red voting Republicans. Now, some are still stupid enough to believe that somehow this is our fault, which it isn't. But the others who are not, the ones who are like, listen, man, this is enough is enough. It's going to be enough pressure that's going to hit you. And they're upset about it because they know that pressure is going to hit them. There's been judges who came in and said, listen, you need to give some of this away. You need to let go. But this is going to affect tens of millions of people. And because of that, he needs something to get away with. All of this stuff I just said, not to mention the gerrymandering is not working out well for them. Here's the thing, between the no kings, the gerrymandering, the shutdown with the SNAP benefits attacking, and you throw in the Epstein files, of course he needs a war. Of course he needs to manufacture this. Will he actually fire upon this country? Probably. Probably. I'm not going to tell you that lie. He bombed Iran. But here's the interesting part. He told him he was bombing them. And guess what? Don't you think it's interesting? He's doing the same thing with Venezuela. They're telling them they're going to bomb them. So they're getting them prepared for some fake BS bombing. And Russia, his good buddies, have sent troops over there. This is all manufactured. Do not fall into this. Because what it'll pull you away from is Epstein shutdown, gerrymandering, no kings. And no kings is, it's happened already. And maybe the next one's coming up soon, and probably not, who knows. But at the same time, what are we talking about? Here's the thing you got to keep on. Epstein shut down gerrymandering. This gerrymandering, if it doesn't work out our way and the Supreme Court rules against us in the Voting Rights Act, there are millions of black and brown people who will lose their votes in the South because the red states will gerrymander all their votes away and give them less representation in the House of Representatives. Out of 435 members of the House, do you know there's only 60 black? Come on, man. Come on, man. And, we're 15% of the country, so that's almost 15%. I get it, but come on, man. Come on, man. They're going to try to zero out any part of our vote. They want our money. They want our participation. They just don't want our vote. They say, oh, it's not slavery, but it's slavery-like. So what I'm trying to tell all of you is, one, do not freak out over the Venezuelan BS, because that's just, I might bomb Iran. That's all it is. It's the new, I might bomb Iran. What should you be focusing on? Focusing on spreading words of this video, focusing on spreading words of the shutdown of Epstein, of gerrymandering, of the No Kings Day, anything that deals with that, that's what you focus on. And on creators who are actually giving you context. There are good people out there who are giving context. The ones I don't like is the ACDs. Again, alarmist, conspiracy, and doomsday people. I check that all the time. That's what I tell people. And that's why I ask people, if you're going to get into my group, which is a pretty penny to get in my group. It's not really a lot, but when you click the link, you'll see what I'm saying. We got premium prices because it's designed to help you decode drama, identify real key data, and develop yourself. We're in the middle of the 41st week of Trump, and we got 167 weeks to go. What can you do in that time? Can you be a better person? You damn right you could be, regardless of democracy. Can you be better at fighting democracy? Absolutely. And can you be better at understanding it? Yes. Can you decode psyops? Absolutely. Today, I'm speaking in narrative warfare. What is the narrative warfare about? It's about this. What we're looking at, narrative warfare, is a psychological play on your mind. It is designed to fuck you. It's designed to terrorize you. How do they do it? Well, as I explain live today, I'll talk about the history, operation, and laws of our government. It's important we know that, because we are in the danger zone. We are in the midst of a fight. And these red motherfuckers think that they're going to outdo us. But the reality is, if we can decode, if we can identify, and if we can develop us decoding drama, identifying the data, and developing ourselves, or as I call it, we did it, all right? Not diddy, but did it, all right? If we did it, if we can just DID, we are going to be fantastic. We may not even recognize ourselves 167 weeks from now. But if you're looking for a quick fix solution, no. Do I believe Donald Trump's going to die in the next 5 to 7 months? Yes. Could I be wrong? Yes. What if he stays around? What if he dies and then all of a sudden J.D. Vance is out the door? When I say die, I mean natural causes. I'm not encouraging any violence or predicting any. But the idea is, what if J.D. Vance stays around and becomes just as worse? And he could be. We cannot afford to just assume that if Donald Trump is gone, our game is over. Bullshit. We can't assume that even if the whole administration's gone, it's going to go away instantly. Some of you are living realistically, because there's people coming at me talking about, well, man, do we have to say 167 weeks? I cringe. No, don't cringe on that. Cringe on the fact that you think you're looking for a short-term answer when we're dealing with long-term solutions. We're running a marathon here. We ain't running sprints. They're running sprints, and they're getting their assets caught up on it. That's why they're trying to manufacture wars with Venezuela, with Colombia, with the air, with the sea, with the land. I mean, just pull it in focus on what matters most. The thing that matters most, think about everything you love right now. That's what matters most. Think about all of the things that you could do to be a better person. That's what matters most. We can't play. We can't afford to play. We don't have time to play the games. You must step into your authority of you, an authority of one, the only authority. And that is being able to decode drama, identify data, and being able to develop yourself. Because if you ain't doing that, you're falling for the red scare. And the only red thing you should be seeing is when somebody's talking like this with red background lights. I love you all. I want you to stay focused. Check out my next video.